Seriously, Morphe? Hi beauties, welcome back. What is going on? Okay, as you can see by the title of today's episode, it is a Morphe haul and review. There's some amazing stuff here, some not so amazing stuff here, and it pains my heart to even say that as a Morphe babe. You guys know that I freaking love Morphe and their stuff, but I came across something that just did not work for me, you guys, and I'm really upset about it. So let's just dive right in. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about the stuff that I grabbed at my Morphe haul when I went on, I believe, January 19th. It was a few weeks back. I went to Tampa to drop my mom off for her cruise, and I took my BFF Lou with me. So after we dropped them off, we went into, I think it's called like the Tampa International Plaza Mall. So yeah, we went in there because they have a Morphe store. It is the exact same Morphe store that Jaclyn Hill was on the grand opening day. She was there. That's the store that we went to. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience in there, which was really cool. And then I'm going to dive into all the stuff that I got and all the stuff that I actually have on my face. So before I dive into getting into what I bought, first, I want to thank you guys so much. I am a growing YouTuber here, and I just hit my first 100 subscribers, and that's really all because of you guys and your support and your love and you just giving me a chance to basically share my experiences with makeup with you guys. And I appreciate you guys and love you guys so much. Thank you so much for subscribing and always supporting me. So I have a full face of Morphe on. A lot of the stuff that I have on my face right now is stuff that you will be seeing and that I picked up in the haul. And then there's a few things that I'm going to show you right now that I've had for a while that I absolutely love. They have become staples in my collection, and I use them quite often. So I did use the Morphe highlighter in the color Extra. So that's the highlighter I have on today. So that's what I'm working with today. Guys, this is one of my favorites. I will leave all the prices and the names of everything down on my screen as well. And the next thing I do have on, I do have the Morphe blush on. Is the blush trio in Pop of Coral. This is what it looks like. Love, love, love. I constantly use Unapologetic, which is the dark coral one. This one I use as a shimmer if I don't use highlighter. And then this one, sometimes I use it on its own. So, like without highlighter or anything, if I just want like a real quick natural look. And then, okay, you guys, so this palette is new. I did not pick it up in the haul. I do have it all over my eyelids. This is the palette that I worked with today. And this is the 9 Eye, So Iconic. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm a little confused because I have not seen this palette on their site, but I got it off of the Ulta site. So I'm not sure if it was like just they made this palette for like an Ulta exclusive, but I have not found it anywhere but Ulta, and I absolutely fell in love with these colors, especially that blue. It's called Everything, and I just like, I picked it up real quick. I got it, I think it was the day before yesterday, and I'm like, I gotta use this. And it's just, yeah, I fell in love with this palette. So I went in basically with like all the neutral colors. I built it up. So I used this one, I used this one, I used these two, and then I smoked out my corner eyelids on the sides with this darker one. And then I put Say Whoa. It's kind of like a shimmery, really light pink, and I put that in my inner crease, and then just blended it out with the smoky on the side. I wanted a very natural kind of Valentine Day-ish look for you guys. So it was really quick to use. The eyeshadows, of course, are just super beautiful, super blendable. Did not give me any issues blending them into each other, and it was actually really, really quick. So those are the things that I used today. So now getting into this Morphe haul, you guys. All right, I'm gonna talk about all the stuff that I got, and then I'm gonna go into depth with certain products because I have been using them. And I just want to give my experience that I've had with each of the product with you guys. So yeah, first thing I do want to do is a really quick disclosure, you guys. If the stuff that I'm using in this video today and I'm talking about, if we if it works different for me, it's going to work different for you. It's very tricky to come out with a foundation that one is just going to work for everyone. Everyone has different experiences with foundations. I can be the same color as you are in a foundation, but we could be completely two different undertones. So I'll explain more about that as I talk about the foundation, but really quick, this is solely my opinion, you guys. If I say something that you don't agree with, please don't attack me. It's just my experience that I went through with these products. If some of the stuff that I don't like and you love, please by all means continue using them. If they're working for you, that is amazing. I love that. Some of the stuff just might not work for me. So I just want to say that really quick. So let's get into it. All right. So the first thing I picked up, you know that most of these products I'm going to talk about have been all over social media before they even dropped. There was a lot of controversy over certain items that I'm going to talk about. But I just wanted to really just kind of form my own opinion on it and what I go through with them. So the first thing I did pick up was the new Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation. I got the color F330. Second, I picked up the concealer. You know, this was all over social media as well. And I got the color C255. And this is a soft matte formula. Then I also bought both primers. I got the Equalizer and the Revitalizer. I also bought their Filter Effect Finishing Powder in filter number 7. So I picked this one up. I have not used this yet. The color that I have on is a lip crayon. And it is the color WCW. And it's the first time I'm trying their lip crayon. So I also picked that up in the haul. Then I also picked up 4 eyeliners. And then my BFF Lou got me and surprised me with, she got me the color Jealousy. I love their liquid lipsticks. It's one of my favorite formulas out there. And she got me the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Eye Master Collection brush set. So I was super excited about that. And then one other product, you guys, that is not in this video. If you follow me on Snapchat, I Snapchatted about the incident that happened with me with this product in my last video. And if you haven't seen my last video, it was a Jeffree Star kind of day. I'll link it up on top so you can check it out. But yeah, the highlighter that I bought, finally got my hands on that highlighter, and it completely broke on me and completely fell out of the pan and shattered everywhere. There was no way of me salvaging it or saving it, you guys. It was just, it was bad. At first I was sad about it, and then second I was just like, it's just a highlighter. I know it's $29, but what are you gonna do? Stuff like that happens. So yeah, I don't have the highlighter anymore. I really hit pan on that one, if you want to say. Oh my gosh, you guys. Anyways, you guys, okay, so those are the things that I got in the haul. The first thing I'll give you a review on are these, are the primers. The primers are really good, you guys. They run for $12 each. One is kind of like a moisturizing primer, which is the Revitalizer, and it doesn't really have a smell to it. It has a little bit of a smell, but not like an overly powering scent. And it smells like regular moisturizer, and it does blur. It blurs and softens imperfections and instantly makes skin feel moisturized. Exactly what it says on the bottle is exactly how it worked for me. So I did really like this primer. It did leave my skin feeling nice and smooth. It gripped my foundation on after I applied it very well, and it lasted for a while. The one that I have used a lot more is the Equalizer. I really like the Equalizer. It blurs and softens imperfections as well, and it did make my skin feel nice and smooth. And it just evened out everything, and it blurred out my pores on this side. Doesn't last a while, I will tell you. It'll last maybe like a couple of hours, but then it's just like my pores just started just popping back out again. It was just okay, whatever. But I do like the scent. It has a really nice floral scent to it, and it does remind me of the Smashbox primer, but it's a lot more softer than the Smashbox primer. Yeah, and I really like this one. I've used this one with my Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, my Smashbox foundation. I used it with this foundation and pretty much with a lot of my foundations. It worked great. It gripped onto my foundation well. It was very easy to apply. It was not messy. It was not oily. And I really, really like this primer. This is the first lip crayon that I'm trying by Morphe. So far, I love it. My lips feel absolutely moisturized. Crap. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me grab a mirror real quick because I don't have a mirror here. So I could just tell you. I love the color. This color reminds me of Candy Yum Yum by MAC, but the Candy Yum Yum by MAC is a lot more like hot pinkish. I really like it so far. It applied very easily, and I'll show you how it looks. This is what it looks like, and then this part right here, you guys, you can actually twist it and it comes up. I love that. Oh my gosh, it's just hassle-free. You don't have to sharpen it or anything like that. It's small, very compact, travel-friendly. I love it. I love the color. It feels super comfortable. It's not creasing into my sides or anything. Yeah, my lips feel completely moisturized. This is the first time I'm trying it. I have not tried it like in an 8-hour span. A lot of these things I have tried within an 8 or more hour span. And that's one of the things that I like about having a full-time job, you guys. When I test out these products, I'm testing them out for more than 8 hours. And I'm giving you like a straight up review of, you know, what I've gone through with the product. It's not like a 1 hour time span. It's not like on a 3 hour time span. It's like on a full day time span. And I always like jot down notes, remember what I need to tell you guys. So yes. But yeah, this is the first time I'm trying this and I love it. It hasn't transferred anything, which is like onto my teeth or anything like that. Very easy to work with. I really like this color and so far so good on this. And these run for $9, you guys. Okay, my loves. So the next thing, again, I have not tried the Filter Effect Finishing Powder. I need to try that out. I can give you a review on that in another video later on. I tried this concealer. First of all, I really like the packaging on everything. It's very Morphe, very, you know, classic, very simple. You can see the colors. Like, I kid you not. Through their stuff, you can see the colors. Like, the white color here that you see, that's the color of the actual equalizer. And the revitalizer, that's the color that it is when it comes out. So, and as well, that's the color of the foundation. This is the color of the concealer. Number one, I'm going to just give you like a pro and a con. I hate the scent. The scent when you open it is so overpowering. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it literally smells like paint, you guys. But the thing that I do like is that the scent doesn't linger after the effect. So like all day, you're not going to be smelling it. You don't smell it at all. It's just when you first apply it and when you open it. So that's the only thing I don't like. Number two, I tried this by itself without no foundation. It blended out really well with my Morphe sponge. It got into like all my corners really good. I will say though, if you, okay, one thing you guys, it doesn't matter what kind of concealer you use. One of the girls that I follow mentioned this and I was so happy that she mentioned it because she was being completely honest. And a friend of mine and myself the other day were talking about the same thing. If you have lines under your eyes, no matter what you put on it, this stuff is going to crease. You can apply more if you like, but then it's just going to get cakey afterwards. But I will say with this, if you apply exactly how much you need and not overdo it, it works. And you have to set this concealer. If you do not set this concealer, it will crease even more and you will see it and it's not going to look good. I did a test where just the concealer alone, for 8 hours, I did it on one eye without setting it, and then I did it on the other eye with setting it with 2 different setting powders. It did not work with the Pretty Vulgar setting powder, but it did work a lot better with the Laura Mercier setting powder. So, and on the one that I did not set, it just creased even more into it. It emphasized my lines even more. It was just a hot mess. It was bad, you guys. So with this concealer, if you want to try it out for yourself, I found a way to work with it and I really like it. And I just have to set it with my Laura Mercier. It doesn't emphasize my lines even more. it creases a little bit, but not to the extent the way it does when you don't set it. So a setting powder, a really good setting powder, you guys, will help it a lot. So yeah, I do like the concealer, and it was very easy to work with. This is what the applicator looks like. When I went into Morphe, the girl that helped me pick out my foundation and the concealer, she was super cool, knew what she was talking about. They were so nice in there. The store looked really good. The only thing is that they of course, it's the first Morphe store in Tampa. They really didn't have anything of Jeffree Star. Like, a lot of his products were not restocked. They were like sold out. That is amazing for him because his products are really good. I like the products that I have from his line, but I hope that in like their stores they restock a lot quicker. That was the only thing I can say. But the store was amazing. The girls were awesome. They knew what they were talking about. They were trained very well. A lot of them have YouTube channels. There was this one girl that I came across where her eyes, you guys, the way she did them, oh my gosh, another level. Like, if I was to find her on a YouTube channel, I would follow her because it was just insane. I was so mesmerized. I was like, I need to be on that level right now. But yes, so my experience in the Morphe store was amazing. So yeah, you guys, that's about the concealer. I really like it. I'm gonna use it. You can't go wrong. It's $9. What, you know, so that's the only thing. I like it a lot more than the cons about it, like the smell and stuff like that. So, and you just have to work with it and figure out how to make these products work for you. That's it. Okay, so onto the foundation really quick, you guys. So we picked out my color very well. I do have the color F330. All right, you guys, I seen a few reviews on this. Some of them I did not like. I felt like they were just bashing Morphe. So I was just like, you know what? I really need to form my own opinion on this foundation and work with it and see what's going on with it. So it wasn't hard to find my color, I will tell you that. And when I went into the store, they had all 60 shades. The display was great. Everything was available. All the girls were there very quickly to help you with anything that you needed. And I will say $18 is a really good price point for this one. You do get a lot of product in it. It is 1 fluid ounce. And I will say, you guys, for me, literally one like dab goes such a long way. And for me, it wasn't over like drying or matte. And you know that I have like dry patchy skin, and so I shouldn't even be using matte stuff. But you know, I'm a matte queen. You see my last name, you guys. I love me a matte finish. And I'm not gonna lie, I really do like this foundation, you guys. It works for me. I found a way to work with it, and I really don't have any complaints about it. Like, I used this, I think 3 times on the first try. Using this foundation, I will tell you that it started breaking up on me here, but after 8 hours. And that's a pretty long time. Like, it went on smoothly. I did not have any trouble blending this foundation out. And it didn't crease on me anywhere. Of course, in my fine lines, yeah, but with setting powder, it worked great. And I will say, you guys, I really do like this foundation. The undertone was really good for me. And this is kind of like a medium tan with a golden undertone kind of foundation for me. This is the color. So yeah, I didn't have any issues with it. And I mixed it with all of my other makeup. It did not lift. I will say, though, it says that this foundation is 24-hour long wear, sweat proof, transfer resistant, and water resistant. Obviously, I have not tried this underwater, so I don't know about that, and I cannot form an opinion on that one alone. But I will tell you, though, it's not completely transfer resistant, but it doesn't transfer easily. That's the word I'm going to use, because I noticed that with my blending sponge, with a lot of my other foundations, when I'm blending it out, you get foundation all up in your nails. It gets stuck on your fingers and stuff like that. And with this foundation, I didn't have that issue. Like, maybe a little bit here and there, but not overly, like where my fingers were caked up with foundation and stuck everywhere. It wasn't like that. That was the first thing that I noticed with this foundation. And I was like, what? Now that's cool. So it doesn't, like the whole transfer thing, I'm going to give it maybe like 80% on that, because after a while it will break on you depending on what kind of skin you have, and it will transfer just a little bit, but not as harsh as a lot of other foundations can. And as for, let me see, sweat proof, y'all know already that I have a sweating issue, but I will tell you, when I would blot my T-zone with this foundation on, a lot of it did not come off like a lot of my other ones do come off. And it was just like, I noticed that too, and I'm like, huh, okay, it's like on a borderline there, like they're living up to a lot of the things that this bottle is saying on the back, but some of it does come off. So overall with this foundation, you guys, with my experience, I will give it like an 85, and that's a pretty high rating, like for me, with my foundations. So I really like this. I would repurchase it again, but again, you guys, like, don't overuse it, because your face is gonna get cakey. Like, obviously it's a matte, you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way with this foundation, and it'll last you a long time. I would recommend this. It's a really good foundation. I like it personally. So all right, you guys, my last thing that I'm gonna be talking about are these liners. You guys, it pains me. These, okay, pros and cons. I can't, you guys. I'm really sad to say this, because you know that I love Morphe. I really like growing my channel, you guys. Oh my gosh, I would love to be a part of Morphe someday. However it is, I don't care. They're one of my top favorite brands to use. You already know this. I'm gonna be honest with you, no matter how many subscribers I have. And you guys, these eyeliners, you guys, oh, like, I'm a snob when it comes to eyeliners. I love me a good eyeliner. But these, you guys, Morphe, I love you, but these are the worst liners I've ever came across. I have to say it. I'm saying it. These eyeliners, you guys, pros and cons. I'll show you what they look like. I love that it's a pencil. You get so much product in this. It's $3 on their site, $4 in the store. This is what the packaging looks like. It gives you the name, the color on it. It gives you the color on the box as well. And I love that the fact that I can finally use my Morphe sharpener to sharpen these. But you guys, these transfer. The purple one gave me no pigment at all. After like 5 or 6 tugs on my lid, still no color whatsoever. Super light. It was just bad. The purple, I couldn't even use it because nothing was coming off of my eye. That's the color Faith. I have the color Poolside, and this one, I really like the color Poolside, but you guys, this transferred into my corners. The green one, Falling for Green, was the only eyeliner that worked for me out of the 4 that I bought. Did not transfer, did not crease, did not come off, was very easy to work with. It went on nice and smoothly. But you guys, the worst one was Locket. Oh my gosh, this pencil, you guys, I'm so sad. I'm so disappointed. I tried this pencil. This was the first one that I tried. When I tried this pencil on, it glided on amazing, lots of pigment, lots of color, loved it. 30 minutes later, complete transfer to my upper eyelid. So bad. Then it started fading. Then it started creasing into here and coming off and going into my lines. It was just a hot mess at the end of the day with this liner, you guys. And the fact that the color, I just love the color, but it transferred so bad, you guys. I had to reapply it before I even left the house. Really? So that's my only bad review on all the stuff that I have, you guys. I love everything, but I do not recommend these liners to anyone. I won't recommend them to anyone. Unless you want to use them for something else. Maybe they'll work for lip liners, and now that I'm thinking about that, I will try them as lip liners. I will try them as lipstick to see if that works for me, because I would really like to use these. But you guys, as eyeliners, I would not recommend them at all. And it was funny because I was trying to find reviews for these liners online. I couldn't find any. And I'm thinking that's why. It's because they're not great liners at all, you guys. So Let me know if you have a few and they worked for you and what you did to make them work. I would like to know. Leave me a comment down below. I have not used the brushes yet because I'm supposed to be traveling this year, so I'm just going to leave them as my travel brushes. I just recently bought Morphe brushes back in December, so I've been using those and all of my other Morphe brushes. So yeah, I'm not going to be using those until I travel. So yeah, you guys, that's it. And you know, if you found this video any type of way, you know, just helpful with any of my reviews on the stuff, give it a thumbs up. And again, you guys, if you've worked with these liners and they work for you, please leave me a comment down below and tell me how I can work with these liners. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.